it's Amber. Welcome to my channel. I'm happy that you're here. If you've never been here before and it's your first time, welcome. I have lots of great makeup videos, lots of great beauty vlogs, and we are digging in this year of 2024 of really making sure that you're elevating your skincare and your cosmetics, using the best products, and just being knowledgeable about the products that you're using. I am obsessed with putting my money where my mouth is, and I have dug into so many products from Ulta and Sephora, all in the last 2 years of really finding out like truly what is the best products in stores, and I've probably only gotten halfway through. So we have so much more to cover, and I'm really looking forward to doing it with you. So if you want to have more in-depth conversations and see a little bit more like fun shop with me's and all that, check out the description for the community. You will love it in there. We are the Blush Beauties, and we just have a really good time, just all the women just having fun. So check that out in the description. If you also want the look that I'm wearing today, that is linked in my Shop My in the description. So I love to be able to make everything super, super easy for you. So all you have to do is click that Shop My link, and then that will directly get you to the video, the makeup look, the different categories of cosmetics and beauty products that I do use. And that will honestly get you started. That'll get you right in the right path, if not directed to the product that is perfect for you. So but the community is really fun because we get to share a lot, and I get to share a lot of more behind the scenes, and it's just like more in-depth conversations as girlfriends, and I really like to do that with you and be super personable. So that community is a monthly membership, so check that out. It's really cool. But we're gonna dive right into this video today. I've really loved this look that I did. Really obsessed with this lipstick. Last year I said so many times I wanted to find a new red lipstick that was going to be perfect and replace the one that I had that I was just wanting to transition out of, and this did it. So I'm excited to share that with you today. So these are really beautiful earrings though. These are custom made from Olivia Hayward. If you're ever wondering, like a lot of the jewelry pieces that I do wear, custom pieces from Olivia Hayward. I love Ana Luisa. Also, they have like really beautiful gold pieces that I'm obsessed with. That's actually the mama necklace that I have on. So yeah, good stuff. Love it. And yeah, if you're wondering anything else about me, just go in the description, go to amberlykins.com, figure all the scoop out, and I do make my own products, so that's super cool. So I launched that last year, and it has really been so much fun and thriving. So it's only up from here. So it's cool. All right, well, let's go ahead and get started, and you and I are going to get our face on. I have lots of new fun makeup that I'm so excited to use. Also, new year, you guys, I have made a decision that I'm gonna record all of my makeup tutorials in a robe. And today's robe, this is no way sponsored at all, but I'm excited to introduce you to new robes that I have found, new brands that I have found. But this one right here is from Soma. I actually got this for Christmas. Funny story if you watch my Christmas vlogs. I don't know what episode it was, but I only had 8 episodes. I did 2 a week, so obviously 4 weeks in the month of December. And I bought my own, one of my own Christmas gifts. I was like, oh my gosh, this robe feels so good and luxurious and soft, and it's like cashmere on the skin. It just feels so freaking amazing. And I got this with also a whole like pajama set, like long sleeve top and bottoms, and they all feel so silky. You can't really tell, but you can see a little bit of this material, and it's just so soft. Like everybody that even came over Christmas Day and then like days after or whatever, they're like, that looks so soft, can I touch it? And I'm like, yes, you can touch my robe. And it's long, so it comes to a little above my ankle, and it's just really comfortable. Like I need comfort at home. I come home, I undress, I put on a robe, and that's a smash. So, and it's always been that way for me. This is not a new thing. I just think it's gonna be fun to like do my makeup in a robe with you guys. So that's what we're gonna do. And I feel like I need to clip my hair back though, because it's gonna air dry really crazy, and I'm not for that. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get our face on. Again, I told y'all new fun things that I'm using, and I'm really happy with them. My brows, of course, y'all know they're kind of already done, but I do enjoy doing a good microblading through the brow with like a little controlled blade. With Urban Decay has a really great one, and I just bought a new one, so I have to figure out which one. This one's the new one. Which one is the new one? So when you are shopping, you'll see Urban Decay, and it's like a purple and black container. It says Brow Blade. Honestly, this is the best one I've ever used. It's an ink stain, waterproof. Also use this sometimes as an eyeliner. So this is in Dark Drapes. So I just take it through my brows, and I get the best that I can with like sculpting them so they look very natural. So I always start in the inner corner, and you want your brow to start right here at the side of that nostril up. And then my brow artist did an amazing job. Her name's Rachel, and she sculpted the crap out of my brows. And then from this corner, or like your nostril, to the pupil right there for it to like give the little arch, and right here the nostril to the corner of the eye where you want it to end. So that is your placement. And then you want your brows, like however they naturally already grow, you want to follow that natural structure of the brow hair, because that's going to give you much more of like a natural brow. But if they grow crazy, then you've got to teach them and train them. So mine are very trained, but you can take this brow brush up into your brows. That way you can kind of see which way they naturally want to go. And so when I brush up, and then I just kind of take this blade over my already microbladed strokes and create other fine little hairs, and then I just like take it through. It's like little ink strokes and all the way through, just like that. Then I go and I brush down a little bit just to kind of get that sculpt at the top, and I want them to look a little bit like polished, you know. Hopefully that helps, but follow that 3-step rule here, and then brush through the brows, and then you should have really great little brows, and I love that. Now I go back with my Dominique brow liner here. I love this, and I just go like right underneath the arch with mine, is to just like really get a soft finish under here, and it just looks way more polished that way. So you want to be really careful and just like natural presses. Don't press too hard. You're going to leave too much of like a firm, you know, line, and that's not what you want to do. In a little brush, allow them to look soft, and yeah, I love it. So it definitely gave me a little bit more thickness to the brows. I'm obsessed with still doing my brows first. The next thing that we're going to do is we are going to actually conceal around the eyes. I'm going to do something that I have not done before, but we are going to use, it's not like I've not used this product before, but I'm going to do a technique that I'm not used to doing. But we're going to use the MAC Paint Pot right here, and it's beautiful. It's like a pinky tone, so it's also going to help brighten around the eyes. Take this all over the lids. This is plenty of product for both lids, trust me there. And we're just going to go ahead and get the product distributed all around. Once you have that all over the lids, go back and just pat your eyelids, and that's going to allow that color to look softer because that paint pot's softer. You don't have any strokes. I'm going to go in now with my Laura Mercier Air concealer, and we're going to just conceal right under these brows a little bit. Brush Y33. And I love using a more defined brush underneath the brows because it really just helps clean up that. I also have just a little bit of scarring underneath that lid, and so if you also have that just from like plucking and tweezing and stuff, that will help just clean that up a lot and brighten that and smooth that out. We like that. And my eyes seem very light. You see the green in my eyes today? It's wild. I have a whole compact with Tarte, and I love it. So this is Man Eater, and they have really beautiful colors. Look how gorgeous these colors are. They are so gorgeous. I'm obsessed. A lot of options to choose from, and I just don't know what to do today. But we are going to do red lipstick today, so that's going to help with like not having too bright of an eye, because when I do red, like I can't do too much of a dramatic eye and then a red lip. Like it's just too much happening. So we are going to stick with some nudes, but today I really wanted to just like help you with some techniques for your eyes. So we talked about brows. So going in for like getting your whole base to your lid for shadow is honestly just sticking with earth tones, and don't, you know, veer off from that, because sometimes that can be really intimidating to get the right shadow look. And I think sometimes less is more. I mean, we have a lot of great options to choose from today, and that's not to say we're not going to play in them, but doing less for your eye, if shadow can sometimes be a little bit more, you know, intimidating in a way, you know, you don't want to mess it up. So we're definitely going to stick to like some really pretty earthy tones. All right, so we're going to start with first the fattest little brush guy I have, and he's going to help me get like all over the lids. And I also love this color right here. It's like a peachy creamy tone for like my whole lid. So we're going to go in and get right under the brow. I love a good light tone under that brow. It really gives me more of a lift. And again, it has a little peachy undertone, so that's really pretty for, you know, the whole look. I just like it, honestly. I used to always stick with just like whites and, you know, soft creams, but, you know, you can be really creative, and that little peachy tone up there is really nice. So we're going to do the same thing to the other side. That same color, we're going to really bring it in the inner corner. And this is definitely really peachy cute. That's going to really come into with our contour in a minute. And then I'm going to go in with more of just like a soft feathery brush for blending. This is a Y21, so it's a little bit more of that softer blend. And we're going to do like this really beautiful earthy tone right here. Love that so much. And we're actually going to take this all over the lid, and we're going to bring it halfway up. So we're just going to pat it, and then little sweeps, pat, and then a little tiny sweep, and then continue to pat. This product, I've noticed with this brand, it's really movable, so it moves really nice. My dog is literally doing the most right now. He is trying to climb to the top of my couch. I don't know what's happening. So you want to pat and then sweep, pat, and then sweep. You just want to make sure that you're really getting an even coverage. And then circular motions right where you get to the edge of the product, just to help with the softness in the blending process. The worst is not having it blended and feeling like you have this like awkward stopping point. So just really blend it so it moves up into the eyelid. And go back with more. You know, shadow is meant to layer, to feel confident until you have the right color tone. And that is one of my favorite things, is just to go back and layer. Next, we're going to add a teeny bit of shimmer to the inner corner. And we're going to really do a pretty soft eyeliner here with shadow. And I want to just teach you how to do that in a really natural way. So we're going to take a brush that's more slanted in your collection. And this brush that I have is Y35. Again, these are my favorite brushes that I have. They are from Amazon, and they're so affordable. You get like 30 something brushes for like 20 bucks or something. It's crazy. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to work on the eyeliner and a little inner corner shimmer, and to play up this look. So I am going to go into like another deep earthy tone. So we're going to go right here, and I just want to teach you how to get like a really pretty liner that's not doing the most. So we're going to just take a little bit of that color on the tip and you're gonna take it right on the outer part of your eyelid, that like last lash, and you're gonna press and you're gonna flick. Press and then flick. Just naturally. And you can see how you're already getting a little bit of like a liner shape. I mean, isn't that so cool? And so again, the shadow is on that slanted brush. I want to show you. You can see how that brush is slanted, you know? And so it's just on the tip of that brush. So find that slanted brush in your set, and you're just dipping it in that darker shade. And all you're gonna do is press it here and flick out. Press and flick. This right here is like the best method. You can see how it skipped a little bit right here. It's okay, we'll fix it. It's not the end of the world. Okay. And again, we're gonna go to the opposite side. Press and flick. This is for the girly that wants a whole finished look, but you don't want to have to do all the harsh products, like harsh lines is what I mean by that. Okay, I just re-dipped the brush a little bit, and I'm just wiping it on the lash line on the top just to kind of finish it. Again, you want to blend every little point that you're doing for your look. And so I'm just going to take that shadow in where it kind of like dipped right there, and we're just going to brush over that. Here's your liner. Ah, look at that. Is that not so cool? Okay, so the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to use some shimmer shadows, which are going to be so cute and so pretty. And you can really be creative with whatever shimmer that you're drawn to, depending on what you're gonna wear. I'm gonna have on this white robe for this look and red lips, so I really want to stick to still like warm earthy tones. And so I'm gonna stick with like a really pretty color down here. I might do, I don't know, what do I want to do? This is really hard. So right here, that's a really gorgeous shade, so we're gonna stick there. I'm not really getting too much out of my comfort zone, people. Okay, now we're gonna go with the color, a brush Y27. It's just like this, you can see it's like an oval type, long oval shape. And we're gonna dip it in that shimmer here, and we're gonna get it right in that inner corner. Love shimmer in the inner corner, you guys. I'm obsessed. And then you want to blend those edges too. Like, don't just pop it there. You got to blend it, soften it up a little bit. Okay, next I want to show you how to use your finger with getting a really pretty shimmer over like what we just did with that nude. Now I opened up another palette with this Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I wanted to find a brown that had a little bit of shimmer to it, and you can see that right here. So you want to just take your finger and just get a good bit here, and then just pop it on your lid. Like, I don't really want to change the coloring of the shadow that I did, especially that base. Like, I don't want to do that. I just want to accentuate it. And the easiest way to do it is just to pop a shimmer with your finger and just like glide it on there and allow it to look as natural as possible. Now we're going to go back and blend everything together with your blending brush. I like to go back and just like perfect anything else, like just to grab. Okay, we're gonna work with the eyeliner a little bit, and we're gonna finish under the eyes and do liner and mascara. That's gonna make a world of a difference. So let's go ahead and do all of that right now. The lashes are on, and I mean, it's just like, this look is nice. I love it. Look how light my eyes look whenever you do like earthy tones too. it pulls out the green in your eyes. So if you have hazel eyes, do earthy tones like this and pull a little bit of gold in. It's just really nice. This lash is lifting a little bit, which always tends to do that on me, which gets so annoying, you guys. Obsessed with primer. I noticed a huge difference, but I have something new that I want to use today, and this is from Rare Beauty. It is a 4-in-1 mist, and it actually does not say all the details that the box said. How rude. But it was basically like for setting, for glowiness, for hydration, so all the things. And you can just see how the product just breaks up in there. Like, can you tell? Like, so good. So anyways, I'm gonna spray my whole face with this before I do any primer, because I want a glow, honey. We're gonna be glowing today. Whew. Smells fresh. Like, it just smells fresh. It's not overpowering. That feels really good. Okay, and next we're gonna go in with getting this lash glue off my nail that I just saw. Okay, we're gonna go in with Fenty primer, of course. Like, I love my Fenty. Look at this. It's luxurious. It's saying, hey girl, you want your makeup to stay all day? Choose me. And I have chosen her. She's good. Oh, and it just feels so good. I have to remember it's not a lotion. I tend to put it all the way down my neck, and I'm like, why am I putting it all the way down my neck? I mean, could be necessary for some days, but today, not the day. All right, so that's amazing. My skin feels so good. It's important to have good skin prep, cleansing, exfoliating multiple times a week, using glycolic acid that dissolves the dead skin, using really good products with like high-end ingredients, squalene, niacinamide, hyaluronic acid, things like that, you guys, are really, really good for your skin, along with a ton of other ingredients. But those are some of the main ones that I am using on a regular basis. Also, before I do any foundation, I want to do some lip stuff. So I'm going to do the Tachi little lip mask, and we're gonna let that sit on the lip a little bit just to hydrate before we put on our lipstick. And I don't know why, but I have an itch in my nose. I'm like, why is it dry right there? I don't know. I do cut my nose hair. You guys, do y'all have out of control nose hair? Drop in the comments. And if you have never trimmed your nose hair, bravo to you. I don't know how you've gotten away with it. I really don't. Because it is out of control over here. Okay? Might just be because I have dark hair. I don't know, but it's out of control. Okay, so we're going to do House Labs foundation, because I really wanted a foundation today with skincare ingredients. And this one does it for me. And it matches beautifully. And I love it. And that's what we're doing. So I have the color 200, like medium, neutral. It's hard to see the bottom. I will have it memorized soon. I don't know why I can't memorize that. Maybe because it's just so many words. But 200 LMN. How's that? All right, here we go. We're just going to get some coverage on this face. That's blended. Also take one of my brushes, which is Y88. And I go all around like the edges of everything. So like the shadow, and I just clean up really nicely. So everything's smooth, smooth, smooth. Around. And especially the brows. Smoothing out those edges. Yeah, nice. Love that. Okay. Now for some concealer. So I am going to use Laura Mercier to lighten up right here beside the nose, under the eye, out on the outside of the eye. That really helps your shadow like pop and have some more structure as well. And then just to lighten up in the inner part of that forehead here, because everything else is going to like contour and shrink depending on your forehead sizing. Mine needs to be shrinkaged a little right here too. And then right here at the jaw. These are the areas that need a little lightening with concealer. And then I'm going to go in with a concealer that matches my skin tone. And that's going to be with House Labs. This one honestly just really helps with any darker areas like that are like more skin color, and I can just like kind of help, you know, give a little bit more full coverage. And this is a wonderful, wonderful concealer too, and the skincare ingredients in it are awesome. I mean, so many great benefits. If I'm gonna wear makeup, I like the fact that it can also have skincare built in, so it's helping my skin at the same time while it's sitting here all day. Blend around the eyes to make it look really seamless, and the same on the outside here. Nice, really nice blend there. And when you get to a certain age, you honestly need to use more like illuminating products and hydrating products, because they're going to make your skin look a lot younger. The matte finishes, they just settle too much. So making sure you are using things that bring like, you know, just some hydration to the skin. So it does help with the fine lines and not making them look and appear in areas that you prefer them not to be showing up, especially around the under eye. So this concealer that I'm using from Laura Mercier and House Labs are both wonderful. Just gonna take a little bit more. I'm gonna let that sit. I have a little bit of a darker spot there, and I'm just gonna see how I can like help that stay and cover. Take that brush and go right around those nostril areas just to make sure everything looks really blended and seamless. Now we're going to do a little contouring, and I love using the e.l.f. shade here. This is a medium tan. Honestly, I really, really like this one. It's not done me wrong this far, and it's just a good formula, honestly. I didn't ever blend that around the forehead, I just noticed. Under the lip, a bit there on the chin, and then just a little bit down the nose. I didn't actually even squeeze any of this product. So much of it already just like left on the outside of that sponge that's built in, so that worked out nice. All right, and then we're gonna take that darker blender and just blend the sides. Everything is nice and blended here to look more chiseled. Awesome, like I love this one. So affordable too. Much, much better. Yeah, that definitely gave some sculpt. It looks really good. Another new product that I have been using like a few times now already, and I love it, love it, love it, is this tinted product. It is honestly magical. I got the color in Golden Hour, which was a new release from them, and it really caught my eye when I saw it in store, and I just knew I had to have it. I've got to blend this a little bit more through here. It's bothering me. Anyways, and it's so good. So and that concealer really covered that area. It's probably gonna mess up now that I do this, but so I have just been like squeezing it. I don't need much of it, but I've just been squeezing it like on the high points here. And just like that, so you can just see them in those spots. Y'all, wait until you see this. It is magical. Really, really magical. I want that dewy, beautiful finish, like naturally, and I want it to look so effortless, and this looks so effortless. Like, I can't even tell you. Look at it. Oh my gosh, so good, so freaking good. This was like a $30 product or something, but and I think I hesitated on getting it, and I was like, should I get it? Like, will I really want it? But this time of year is when I'm really also prepping my skin for like what's gonna get me into the spring, you know? In spring, it's warm and it's nice, and it's just like, oh, it's just happy times. And this right here, look at this. Like, I cannot even make this up, y'all. I am so dewy. Like, this is so beautiful. It's like skin. It's so, so nice. I love it. This just makes me very, very happy. I like it so much. What we're gonna do is we're gonna set everything. So Huda Beauty, right here, the pink, the baby doll, I think is what it's called. No, it's called Cherry Blossom Cake. Anyways, it's so, so nice, and I've really liked it. I just don't like the case for it. It's so deep. I don't like it. It's hard for me to get my brush in there, my sponge in there. But anyways, I just take it here and I just start setting everything around. Look at that. Like, look at it. Look at it go. It's so nice. I just love to bake anyways. I've not grown out of that phase of being a powder baker. It just helps lock in that foundation and that concealer even more. And it's just my happy place, honestly. And I like the pink. The pink just really allows it to just look more like my skin too, you know? And it brightens it. I like it a lot. I didn't know how I was gonna feel about it, but I'm really glad that I bought it, and I'm glad I've stuck with using it because it shows me like the versatility with that product. I can't get really close to those brows or the shadow, so I have to be really careful around those parts. I go back in with my blender that had the hourglass, the hour glow, whatever, the glow, and just make sure everything's really pretty. So now what we want to do is we want to add a little bit more of that shadow underneath the eyes, and you know, just make sure we're not having those look faded in any way, just from the concealer and the powder. Now I'm going to take mascara and we're going to do cheeks. Go ahead and blot my lips because we're going to go into lips in a second. The Give mascara. If you haven't tried this one either, this is from Gwen Stefani. I was like, tell me, bring the name to me. And I've heard really great things about it online, and so of course I want to give it a shot. I want to give it a shot myself. And I actually really like it. I love Rare Beauty mascara. Y'all know that's been like my favorite this far. Like, it really has. And then I would say like Too Faced would be my favorite after that one. I was like, I need another one. And Lancome mascara is a really good one too. I've liked theirs. Like, I would say actually Rare Beauty, Lancome, then Too Faced. Then I would say this Give is really great. So I'm just trying to figure out where does it place. I'm not sure. And we did tight lining. I'm gonna do a teeny bit in the corner. Nothing too harsh. Just now, because we're doing more of a red lipstick, I am gonna do a little bit more of like an orangey coral cheeky, which I think would be really pretty. So we're gonna do that. I'm gonna let that sit for a minute too, just so it can like be more pigmented. We're gonna let that sit, and then I'm gonna do a little bit more sculpting to the nose. Do a little bit more sculpt. Go up into that hairline here. That's really nice. We'll blend more, but yeah, that is so cute. And then once it's kind of blended in that direct area here to lift, then I take a little bit on the apple, like not much, just enough to blend it in. It's really, really beautiful. Love that a lot. Okay, now the inside needs a liner, and I told y'all I love to go back with my eyeliner from Urban Decay, and then I just like take that brown. That may have been the one that was like almost empty. Now a little lippy. So we're gonna do the red lip liner, which is so nice. So this is again from Give. Lipstick. Such a beautiful red, you guys. You can see I have not used this at all. And this is the original. This is called Original Recipe. That is so gorgeous. Looks really good. This is actually really coming together. It's giving. It's giving a vibe. That's everything. This look has really, really come together. I take Rare Beauty, this highlighter here, and take our fingers in it. Mine's broken, so that's how classy we're gonna be right here, is just working with the broken one. Look at it. Look at her. I broke her the first time I ever used her. Just dropped her right on the floor. That's giving. then I'm going to go in with the Fenty Warmth Bronzer in Shady Biz. Formula is very, very nice. Very, very, very nice. That's exactly what I was looking for. Needless to say, I'm a big fan of everything that I put on. The color coordination of all of this and the color story and those shadow palettes, being able to pair those up and like simply just using your fingers to add a little extra spark of shimmer in there, the inner corner, the highlight, the blush tone with the lips, everything just looks good and just meshes. So I'm very, very happy with how this turned out. This is definitely a look too that I, want to wear for the rest of the day. So I hope that you really loved it. Go check out in the description the product that I used on my Shop My link, and go treat yourself to some luxurious body scrub from my brand, Lykins. I am so happy with the organic body sugar scrub, the whipped Shea body scrub, and the minis. And also we now launched this year the fragrance free, and the shade is nude. So it's just like really, really thriving, and it's only up from here, and I'm very, very excited that everyone's loving them. So all the feedback that I'm getting is wonderful, and feedback that I do get, we're making more tweaks and changes. The minis were very, very popular, and so we kept those coming, but we just transitioned them a little bit to add some different collections into that piece. And then having a fragrance free, especially if you're already doing a lot of fragrances and you don't want something else to overpower that, or if you honestly have a sensitivity to fragrance. So I wanted to really be mindful of you as well for that. So I'm just very happy with it. And they're very affordable, and I'm looking forward to all the things that the body scrub is going to be evolving into, and having other sister products will be really fun. So thank you for supporting, and it means a lot. All right, well, check out all my other social handles right here, and I'll see you in the next video. Make sure you hit subscribe before you leave. Drop in the comments what you want to see in upcoming videos and what you loved most about today, or any other further questions that you have. I'm always in the comments checking those out frequently and responding, so I appreciate it, and it means a lot to me. And when you like the video, it honestly shows YouTube like, hey, this was a great content video, shoot it out to more folks that would enjoy it, and so that helps a lot as well. All right, well, I will see you in the next one. Take care. In the robe again, Soma for the win. So if you have any robe recommendations, soft, silk, all the seasons, let me know. All right, well, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.